Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. A lot of Apple content. I will link to my other videos down below, but it's time to take a look at the base model iPhone 17, which, in my opinion, I think is the biggest upgrade so far with their 120 hertz display and just minor upgrades that we'll talk about throughout this video. I did get the sage color, which I think looks really nice, so we'll check that out. Of course, take a quick look what comes in the box, then get some hands-on with this new iPhone 17 from Apple. Let's get started. Quick little bonus, we'll also check out the official silicone case from Apple on top of our iPhone 17. Inside our box, there is that sage green color. It is a matte color, so not super reflective at all. It looks really clean, has a nice softer touch feel to the back of it. Setting that to the side, inside the box, you also get a USB Type-C to Type-C cable for charging, plus just your standard booklet, and that's everything. Peeling this off, there we go. Now, I'm going to boot this up for the first time, and while it turns on, let's take a closer look at the overall hardware and that color. Down at the bottom, you've got your microphone, USB Type-C port, and one of your speakers. Moving along on the right side, camera control button, power button. Make note there's a little bit of a camera bump with that dual camera setup. Up towards the top, absolutely nothing. Along the left side, so where you got your shortcut button, volume rockers, and a close look at that color with the Apple logo in the center. Moving up, there's our dual camera. You do have a dual camera setup, both 48 megapixel fusion lenses. The main one has up to 2 times optical quality, so you can still zoom optically, and then that 48 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. Going through the startup process, you can set up Face ID. All you have to do is position in the frame. This is an updated front-facing camera, by the way. I'll talk about that new feature. It's actually really cool in just a second. First one complete, you can use with or without a mask if you'd like. You do get Apple Intelligence on this new iPhone 17. You can summarize notifications and you can choose based on the specific app and category you'd like to, and get priority notifications. With the camera control button on the side, if you'd like to do more with it, you have to select this to light press to adjust zoom and exposure once the camera app is open. You can fully customize that action button in the upper left if you want it on silent, focus, voice memo, find songs, and just a lot more. Definitely play around with it, find what works best for you. We are all set up and ready to go on iOS 26 with our iPhone 17. Let's check out our case. Opening it up, it is the sage green as well to match the phone color. It's a little bit darker though, so sort of keep that in mind. If you still want to preserve the exact same color, you might want to go with one of their clear cases, but when you do attach it, it recognizes it and lets you know that it's attached. Also keep in mind, this does work with MagSafe accessories. One of the biggest upgrades on the iPhone 17 is this display. Apple has added a 120 hertz refresh rate. I can already tell it's enabled. Everything just looks much smoother. This was not available in previous base models. On top of that higher refresh rate, they also added their anti-reflective coating, which will help with outdoor brightness and visibility. So it's 33% less reflective. And on top of that, you get 3,000 nits of peak brightness. So this should look great outside and inside. Diving into that camera app, let's just snap a couple quick pictures. And going into 0.5 with that ultra wide, and then 2x, like I said, is also optical quality. Going over to video, you can shoot all the way up to 4K 60 frames per second. So you don't get that 120 frames per second like you do on the Pro models. Another feature that's on video that's on the base model is dual capture. So you can now dual capture video on the front facing camera and the rear camera up to 4K 30 frames per second. So you can talk through whatever you're showing on that rear camera. To switch modes on iOS 26, just scroll down at the bottom and you can get to your portrait mode, your time-lapse cinematic, etc. And like I mentioned, that front-facing camera, a huge upgrade, so you don't have to horizontally switch your phone to get that horizontal front-facing shot. Since the sensor is square, all you have to do is press that button, and now it is taking a horizontal picture without having to actually rotate your phone. Just really nice. Obviously, you can take a normal vertical one, but it's really nice to not have to fumble around with the phone to get everyone in the shot. For comparison's sake, here's the iPhone Air next to the 17 and 17 Pro Max, just to give you a size difference. So it's sort of like the 17 and 17 Pro are the smaller ones. You get a 6.5-inch display on the Air and then a largest display on the 17 Pro Max. Just a quick comparison of the thickness between them, obviously that being a big topic of convo with the Air coming out. And just as a comparison of that 6.5-inch display, you also notice the bezels are just a little bit thicker on the regular as opposed to the Air and the Pro models. So just a bit of a difference there, and obviously a bit of a size difference between the Max. All in all, one of the biggest upgrades that the base model has seen from the iPhone in a little while, so definitely consider upgrading to the iPhone 17 if you don't need the Pro features, and maybe you're not a fan of the Air, that's up to you, but the Air is awesome actually, by the way, so check out that unboxing video. Anyways, a lot more content coming soon, so be sure to subscribe, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.